Played 3 points, and Chang hasn't put a first serve in yet. He needs to, I think.
Yes, from 40-15. Spiel, gegen Chang. 9 balls. New balls. 95, 1 off.
So Lendl's racket change that is customary with the change of balls. I thought he looked a bit ragged in that last game, Dan, the way he approached some of those ground strokes.
Yes.
Yes, that's an unhappy tale for Lendl.
1 game more, final set. That's his 22nd ace. Oh, that's good play. A fine play by Lendl. Brilliant wrong footing shot there.
Fiesta 40 love.
Oh.
First serve. Shield, J1. Number 3, Flatlines. Middle leads 2-1.
Well, it may have been a ragged game he played against the Chang serve in the second game of the set. There was nothing ragged about the service power there. Remembering clearly what those little tips were from his coach, Tony Roach, earlier this year in Sydney. The moment, thinks Lendl, when his serve made a turn for the better in 1991. And it's worth looking again at some of these final set statistics in the 5-set matches that Lendl's played, because generally speaking he has been so dominant, except for that wonderful match at Wimbledon. You remember when Malavia Washington took him to 7-5, and we all were on the edges of our seats wondering whether one of the favourites would disappear from the draw. But no, he won 7-5 in the 5th then. But the two he's played since, against Richard Krajicek at the US Open and against Michael Stick at the US Open, finished 6-love, the former, and 6-1, the latter, in the 5th set. So plenty of stamina, plenty of strength, one of the fittest men around. And he says that it's almost a relief to play a tournament because he works so very hard in preparation. Tony Roach putting him through the mill. Chang equally hard-working and industrious, thoroughly professional in all he does. So really it's the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Two fine records over 5 sets.
After 3.5 hours of play, too. Just lifted his head a bit quickly as he was playing that backhand slice approach. Serve.
15 on. Dreißig 15, 30-15.
Oh, the surprise move didn't come off, following the serve in suddenly. Lost complete control of the volley there. Beautiful drive volley. And it gives Lendl, you'll see it coming now. That's a good backhand. And Lendl comes in and drives the volley. Swinging drive, completely wrong foots the opponent. It gives him a break point. It looked as though it was going to be too long, but it was in, and it's the break, and Lendl leads 3-1.
Lendl leads 3-1.
Thoroughly commendable that he took his chance.
So the immediate thing, Chang, break back as quickly as possible.
First serve.
What a punishing forehand off a very fine, deep, fast serve. Beautiful. Well, there's a true cross-court shot with the ball bouncing in the court and going over the sideline. Now there it bounces over the sideline, and that's a true cross-court shot. They often call a cross-court shot when in fact the ball bounces in the court and over the baseline. Yes, just out, it floated.
15-40.
2 break points.
Price of play. 30-40.
24th is.
Deuce.
So once again, the wrong footing forehand of Lendl pays off.
Nope.
Full time advantage Chang.
Break point for the third time.
Ready to 5 points.
Oh, Lendl thinks that was long.
Number 3, last time. Lendl leads 3-2.
Well, there was just such a moment yesterday when Guy Forget, at break point, to give Michael Stick the chance to serve for the match, had what he thought was a bad call. But I don't think that one was, and I don't think the one we've just seen was. I think it was simply the mind of the player willing the ball to be out at such a crucial moment. It was a lovely return of serve from Chang. Both men now have taken their opportunities when they've come. Perfect returns of serve at exactly the right moment to create the break. And so this match still beautifully poised. And it would be impossible to suggest who might win. I know, Mark Cox, you feel that probably Lendl, with his better record and his greater power, might just prevail.
Well, when I was watching him just in the earlier part of the set, I felt that he certainly had a much more positive demeanour. The look in his eyes was far more positive, and of course he did get the break of serve, and he nearly held on to his own serve. But one also feels that it's a little bit of a nightmare for him, and what he's being forced in, I think, to taking too many risks. He's actually going for the shot, the big shot, too soon in the rally, and just creating one or two mistakes. But one has to marvel at the quality of play, the way these players are using the court and the power with which they're hitting the ball. It is absolutely tremendous.
And it's easy to forget just how hard the ball is being hit all the time. The camera behind the court, where it has to be, of course, it's the only place from which to watch, doesn't altogether give a true reflection of the real pace at which the ball, the match is being played, and the speed at which the ball's being hit.
And after 3 3/4 hours of chasing around like this, marvellous, it really is.
15 line.
Lendl leading by 3-2 in this final set. Yes, that's a good winner.
Well, I think Mark Cox has made the point, the sustained quality of play from both men. It was a wonderful double-hander, and how Lendl got there in time to make a shot at all, let alone a winner.
Heavy slice on the Lendl back end there, keeping the ball a little lower than normal, of course, and Chang not lifting it enough. 15-30.
Commencing by 31. Quiet points.
30 all. Oh,
13, 14, 30, 40.
break point. Rather a shock for the server to hear that one called out.
Ruby time. Condition.
What a fine forcing forehand from Chang there.
I must say it is a treat to see the little fellow in this more aggressive mood, isn't it? He is a much better player.
Oh yes, no question. Juice. Certainly a better service shot.
Oh yes, markedly improved.
Full time against Chang.
And badly timed backhand by Lendl there on the return of serve.
What a clever place to put it, right at the body.
So 3 games all, final set.
Ruby time, quite close. First serve. Finish it, 15.
25 aces. Yes, a wonderful shot. A wonderful shot. It was a very fine approach. And Lendl hits this one back rather well. Half volley, forced to play a half volley on the baseline, and here comes the winner. Beautifully played. Keeping the ball parallel to the sideline all the way. No unintentional slice on that one. 30 love. And that's his 5th double fault.
I must say, the way Chang has dealt with the Lendl serve as this match has developed has been quite marvellous, and he gets so quickly to that wrong footing volley, and that not a very good volley, quite honestly. The volley of a made volley and not a natural one, giving Chang the chance. So back on the knife edge, Lendl. What a chance!
Yes, he just hurried it with me. He just snatched at it.
Well, just to tell you that we shall be staying with this match till its conclusion, and our apologies for those of you who are waiting to see late again. This programme will not now be shown tonight, but you will be able to see it sometime in the new year. And really, Lendl coming through so beautifully again when a lesser man would easily have crumbled. At 30 all, it's a nasty moment. It really is. 2 all in the final set with your opponent playing so well. The opponent just now leaving the court. One presumes, having seen him drink a great deal of fluid for natural reasons, and that's quite allowable in the course of any 5-set match. You may leave twice, though once in the first 3 sets, I think it is, and again in the last 2. Well, it's been really an absorbing battle, this getting better by the minute. And it remains to be seen whether either man's spirit will crack or whether one or other will find a way of outwitting the opponent, because they both know exactly how they have to play. As Mark Cox has said, this man has had to take risks simply because of Chang's speed about the court and his ability to get anything back almost. So he's got to make the pace on a fast court, perhaps sooner sometimes than he wants to, and he makes the odd error that way. Will he be able to keep that up? Will Chang be able to keep up his aggression, because it's his forays to the net that have been so out of character and so refreshing and so effective?
Yes, I totally agree, but I think there's a great advantage for Lendl in the fact that he's serving the first game in the set, and that gives him the 1-game lead all the time.
So just to repeat, late again will be shown in the new year, but Play Bridge with Zia is the programme that will follow the conclusion of this semi-final.
Chang to serve. Lendl leading by 4-3 in this 5th and final set.
Quiet, please. Full set by 15 on.
Oh, that's a glorious return. Nearly 2 yards outside the sideline as he plays this winner. Right outside the court, and there is a perfect return over the very high part of the net. It's a valuable point for Lendl. That's a wrong footing beauty.
Well, it seems only to get better and better, this match. Each test set by the opponent is answered.
3-4, 30 all, final set. Lendl standing well back to take this serve.
Pearson, Bryson, 40-30.
No.
Sheer, game chang. By 4 all.
Find it difficult to see the point of that shot from Lendl going down the line over the high part of the net when his opponent was right in position. And at 4 all in the final set, they've been on court exactly 4 hours. Oh, that's a killer.
Well, yes, it was a bit lucky, but it was the right shot. With Chang speeding across, he wanted to wrong foot him. And it would have been an awkward shot for Chang to play. He'd have got it all right, but who knows what would have happened.
He doesn't often miss a two-handed backhand return of service, and he hasn't done that for quite a long time. That's a wonderful shot. The speed of this backhand that he hits now, in position, right on the right leg, and absolutely perfect. 40 love.
Lendl 5-4.
So Lendl with a love service game goes to 5-4, and at this stage of the match to win a game to love, a service game or not, that's a wonderful boost.
And I think we saw the greatness of this great champion in that very game. Total commitment there was, going for his shots when it would have been so easy just to have steered the ball back and hoped that his opponent might make an error. But that isn't the way to win. You've got to impose your wins, and Lendl knows that, and he did it quite majestically. And the sort of thing you'd expect from the man who, for 156 weeks, from September 85 to September 88, was the #1 player in the world. A record only beaten by Jimmy Connors 3 weeks longer back in the 70s.
Time.